Hello and welcome to the newly rebranded Maple Lion podcast with me, Sam, and as always, my good friend Matt. How you doing, Matt?
I'm good. Very hot today, but sticking in there.
Good stuff. Good to hear. It's overcast here. It's horrible in Manchester. Today on the podcast, we have punk girl trio, the Flixx. So thank you for joining in, and this is the Maple Lion podcast.
And just before we get into the questions, we're just going to go over why we changed our name to Maple Lion. Maple is the maple leaf of Canada, and lion is a figure of England. So we thought it was a good way of combining both countries together before people start jumping on the bandwagon and saying that's a stupid name. So we're clearing it up now.
I think people are going to do that anyway, Matt. So let's ignore the haters and just do our thing.
Okay, so girls, we'd like you to introduce yourselves and what your role is in the band, where what instrument you play, whether you're a lyricist as well, etc., etc. So go ahead. We'll start with Alice because she's first on my screen.
I'm Alice, aka Trix, and I play the bass and sing. Yeah.
We'll go with Lily next.
Hi, I'm Lily, aka Pony, and I play lead guitar and sing.
And Harley.
So I'm Harley, aka Red. I play the drums, I sing, and then we all write the music. We do it all together. So yeah, no covers here.
That's good. That's good. So, how did you guys get started? Was it your high school meet, or did you just tell us the story?
It's a long one.
It's so cringe. Go on, Lil.
So we're all from different places. So me and Har from different parts of London, and then our Trix is from Sheffield. So, I would have loved to go to school with them, but we didn't meet at school. We auditioned for a girl band, and we all got in. It was originally 6 of us, then 5, and we found out it was for X Factor. That's we went on sort of through a back door into X Factor, and then we left. We got quite far to sort of 60 chair challenge. We left and then decided we wanted to carry on, and then we sort of decided what kind of band we wanted to do. So we watched loads of films and videos of old girl bands, and we watched the Runaway movie about Joan Jett and the Runaways, and we just loved that. So we decided to pick up instruments 4 years ago and give it a go. And then we lost a few girls on the way, as you do. There's 3 of us. And then we started singing, and that's basically it.
That's good. Punk bands are always best as trios anyway.
Yeah. It definitely works better.
Yeah. We started off as one band during X Factor because, we didn't really know where we were. We kind of just went for it. And then we came out, and as we decided what we wanted to be, it didn't work for everyone, which is cool.
So did you initially think punk was going to be your style, or did you have any other ideas of where you wanted to go with your music?
Oh God, no, not at all. We were literally the Saturdays. We got put together to be a number of the Saturdays for the X Factor. So not at all. But then I think for us 3, it was more, that kind of music was a bit more natural, rather than just your standard Taylor Swift or whatever. Not hating on Taylor Swift, but we wanted to be something a little bit different, and that's why we picked up instruments as well.
Yeah, I think we were inspired by the Runaways, how they were just so put together, just sort of mashed, and how they they weren't the best at the beginning, and they kind of didn't care.
Though, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's fun.
It's just.
I've seen Joan Jett in concert.
Oh, have you?
No way.
Yeah, when she was Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. She supported Green Day at Wembley Stadium years ago, so I got to see it then.
What a great concert. Yeah, I love Green Day as well.
Yeah. Green Day are my favourite. They're definitely.
I think that's what we're all a bit alternatives. I think that's what we kind of, all at school, we kind of love sort of like Busted, Foo Fighters, Green Day, Avril Lavigne, like as kids. So I think that's why we kind of went straight to that kind of route of music.
Right, it's good. It's quite refreshing as well because there isn't too many girl punk bands around. So it's quite sing. Yes, and you all sing as well, which it's really good to hear the different voices coming through on the songs. It's good. I've listened to the song quite a few times now, and I even listened to some of the older stuff you had on YouTube. Is it Kanye?
Oh yeah!
Oh my god!
Still on there? Wow!
I didn't know on there either. Yeah, it's funny because I mean I thought we hid Kanye, maybe we didn't, but we've come where we didn't at all. Like none of us have had a really crazy musical background. We sort of singing wise, yes, but not with instruments. So I think for us, like when we look back at old videos, for example, like Kanye, which was 2 years ago, our improvement of playing instruments is like crazy different now to what were.
Yeah.
Okay, so you kind of touched on the next question I was going to ask you, which was what were your musical influences? But you've kind of just summed it up with like the Avril Lavigne's, Busted, Green Day. And I was going to draw the comparison to Avril Lavigne anyway, because Avril Lavigne went down that girl punk, trying to relate to like teenage girls growing up and issues that girls had growing up, and trying to relate to that. So.
We're massive Avril Lavigne fans, but also I think we all have our own kind of individual style as well. Like Ali Trixx is a bit more like into like heavier rock, whereas me and Lily love like the 90s throwback like Busted and stuff. So I think that's how we kind of made our sound. That's why it's a bit different.
So when you're coming up with songs and new ideas, is there ever sort of like a conflict? Do you have to sort of really work together to sort of create the perfect sound, or is it quite harmonious?
We're quite good.
No, it's quite good. It comes together quite naturally, isn't it?
We always pick on real life stories. So whether it's one of our dates that's gone wrong or a relationship that's gone wrong, we kind of sort of sit down and be like, what's going on in our lives now, and then we've kind of sort of all put our own input in, and that's how every single song pretty much has come about, just from our own like
life experiences.
Yeah, definitely.
So tell us the story of Saturday Night then. Like how did that come about? What's the backstory?
It's just basically there's players out there, and just don't get used on a Saturday night by a boy. Be a Sunday, be the woman he wants to be with, not there's a lot of just like
we've all been there and
we've all done it.
It's just like it's for girls to like know their worth. Like you can be someone's Sunday. Don't settle for being someone's just their Saturday night booty call. Like no, like you can do better.
And it's a very good message to transcend to the younger girls. That will be listening. So when you're writing the songs, do you write lyrics first and then add music to it, or do you do the music first and then do the lyrics afterwards?
We always do lyrics.
Yeah.
And then the music comes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's harder to do. I would struggle to do it the other way around, wouldn't you two?
Yeah, I don't know about Lil.
Sometimes I feel the odd one, a melody has come with a line with a sort of a melody, but most times we kind of sit in a room, write, and then the music kind of comes after. I find that quite easy. I find it easy.
Lil finds that really easy.
I've watched a couple of band movies in the last year, particularly like Bohemian Rhapsody and Rocket Man, and
good.
Queen were very much like if they found a riff, they'd play the music and then the lyrics would come afterwards.
I think that it's different for us. I think because I suppose instruments are at least the thing we've had the longest. I think because we've had vocals and then Queen were amazing musicians, where we're the opposite. So I think for us, we're sort of still learning. I'm still doing sort of little guitar riffs, not on their level, not on Slash's level, and not on Queen's level and stuff. But so I think that's where we always, the lyrics and the melody sort of comes vocally, and then we kind of add the instruments. So we do it backwards.
Well, I don't think there is. I don't think there is any backwards. I just know that some people prefer doing the music and then trying to add lyrics in afterwards, and some people prefer doing it the other way around.
Yeah,
I guess it's whatever works for you and your style. And so obviously, everyone at the moment is going through this situation where we are going through the coronavirus, and it's affected people's lives in unmeasurable ways. But you as a band, I mean, how has it affected you? How has it affected, the release of your single and gigs and things like that? Like, how has it put you back in any way?
I wouldn't say it's put us back. I think it's not great that we can't play gigs and stuff, because I find that's the best part for me. I love doing that. I think the girls do the same. But I think for us, we've had loads more time to concentrate on releasing the Saturday night and going on social media and stuff like that, whereas we're so hectic with life, but now we could fully focus on that, which is quite good, I think. I don't know what the girls think.
No. I agree. It's been hard not to be, like, we physically could not
together.
Be together, so we couldn't play together. So I think that side's been hard. But like Ali said, me and Ali got furloughed like straight away, and then Lil's self-employed, so then we all of a sudden had all this time that we don't normally have to work on like new songs, to work on all our social media. So it kind of did bring us together, but we just really upset we didn't get to have our launch party for our single. Is
that rearranged? Are you planning? Have you got plans in place for that to happen in the future, or is it all on hold?
Not yet, but we hope we will. And like little milestones, like when we first got like a play in a different country, or like when we hit 10,000 streams, like it would have been nice to go to rehearsals and be like,
like we did it.
Is we've Zoomed each other and we've spoken. I think we've spoken every day. We have every day in lockdown.
Wow.
Morning, afternoon,
night.
So it's brought you close together as a band.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And it's been tough. Like, it's been really hard as well, doing it all through lockdown. So I think we've all been there for each other and stuff. So it's been really good. Yeah.
I also see that you've tried to keep engaging your listeners as well I saw the Saturday Night Challenge. I saw that. I saw that launch. Who was that? Was that Danny that started that, Harley? Did Danny come up with that?
Matt, you are so right. It was Danny's idea. It was his idea, and I think he did one of the first videos, and he tagged like all his football mates. So loads of people did it. So it was really good. Yeah.
And then you just went with it.
Yeah, we did it.
It's a great idea, because I think everyone's drinking in lockdown, aren't they?
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's you actually underestimate. I didn't know how many times we sung Saturday Night. Like
I did.
It's like 18 times in the last 1 minute 20. It's just, or maybe just at the ending is just the last 30 seconds is just like 18 times. I did not realise. It's actually quite a challenge.
Roxanne.
Oh yeah, Roxanne by Sting and the Police.
Oh yeah, of course.
I mean, I've been downed many a time by that song.
Oh, you get annihilated, don't you? It's not good.
But in terms of your social media, I mean, you guys have really got it on lock. I've had a look in the last few days on your Instagram and your Twitter, and your engagement is really good with your fans. And I saw the Father's Day video that you put up as well, and that was really nice. So definitely have that down on lockdown.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, we've got better at editing, haven't we, guys? Like, because we can't be together. We've had to like edit, obviously, us together in a video. And I mean, at first, I didn't even know how to do split screen at all. We've kind of mastered it now over the time.
I need a lesson in it. You two are like the queens of it.
No, but you've learned stuff as well. Like, we've all learned, like, we've built our own website and stuff like that. Like, we would have never done that before. So it's been good,
So just to put a plug in here, Sam is a video editor.
That's really handy.
Give me more work.
If only I had your number a month ago, Sam.
Yeah, God, we've needed you in lockdown.
Yeah.
Well, you never know. We might be able to talk about. Who knows?
Definitely.
He's currently been working with another band called Cultures up in Manchester, like do their album artwork and stuff. So.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
that's really good to know.
Yeah.
I might be getting your number.
Thank you.
Anyway, so what's coming up in the future then? Have you got any more singles lined up for release? Have you set a date in mind for like your first gig on the road or just album?
We're lucky we recorded 3 singles before this happened and 3 videos. We didn't obviously know, but we kind of got, we did that. So we're kind of lucky that we do have another single which we're releasing in 2 and a bit weeks now. I think it's coming out.
Yeah, July 10th.
July, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are we allowed to know the title, or is it secret, hush hush?
Nah.
We can. This will be the first time we've said it, so you guys are very lucky.
Oh, exclusive.
Go on, Lou.
Oh, okay. It's called My Life Is a Mess.
Okay.
All right. Do you want to tell us a bit
We're
about
so
the song?
positive.
It's actually about Lily, this song. Lou, do you want to say?
It was when I was going through it's really hard to explain. I was just going through a time where my life was a mess. Like I felt like, everything was upside down. I was kind of just living for the weekend. That kind of thing where you're kind of just getting through the weekdays and you're like waiting to go out on the weekend but then feeling rubbish on the Monday after the weekend or the Sunday. So yeah, it's just about kind of going out in Soho really in London. But then
a few different guys in the mix who weren't right.
It sounds so bad. Every one of our songs makes it sound so bad.
No, not like that. But it's when you're going through that time in your life where you're just like dating.
Yeah,
you're dating idiots. Like, what am I doing? Yeah.
And you're just kind of trying to fill a hole, and you're not kind of sure what you're doing. And yes, so that's it's definitely more rocky than Saturday Night. It's less, but it's more of a rockier sound, sort of a dirtier sound than Saturday Night, definitely.
A bit more raw.
Yeah.
Okay. I look forward to that. And when did you say it dropped, girls?
10th of July.
10th of July. Everyone listening, note that in your calendar.
Yes.
So, any aspirations to come to Canada and play at all?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yes. I've never been to Canada.
Neither have I.
Okay, so another good contact, and he'll probably listen to this, is I know the organizer of one of the biggest music festivals on the east coast of Canada.
Hello.
Fine.
Hook us up.
Actually dropping that in there.
Yeah, so I will try to send him along some of your music as well, see whether he will do anything about that.
Yeah, we would.
That'd be amazing.
So that brings us on to I was going to ask a general question. If you were going to make your perfect 3-person band, other than yourselves, who would be in it?
3 people. Oh my gosh.
So for drums, I would pick Taylor Hawkins because he's just outrageous. So I'd pick him from Foo Fighters. What about you two?
I probably have Slash from Guns N' Roses, just because I watched him live like not long ago when they did their Together tour. They came back and I'd never seen them before, and I was just literally like in love. So I'm going to say Slash.
Kristen Pfaff. She played for Hole with Courtney Love. She wasn't in it very long, but she was just like, I don't know, she just seems really cool and just didn't give it. And I just, I was sorry. I'm sorry. You didn't care, and I love that.
It would be you, Trix, to be the first to do that.
I'm sorry.
You don't know how much of a struggle it is each week for me not to swear. Sam literally has to give me the talk every podcast. It's like, you need not to swear. Okay.
I have to go into producer mode where I'm like, but Matt, do not swear. We're on podcast.
Definitely have that.
I'm gonna have to take explicit now, and it's just gonna. Oh. It's like.
Oh no.
It's fine. It's fine. Matt, do you have?
I came up with my 3. My perfect.
Oh yeah.
Trey Cool on drums from Green Day. He's literally, if you watch him live, he's insane. When they put him on his drum solos, he's just oh my God.
No.
Yeah, and on lead guitar and vocals was Matt Bellamy from Muse.
You love Muse,
I love Muse.
He's an incredible guitar player. And on bass was Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that wins. He's insane.
I mean, did you hear mine, or is that just the winner?
Yeah.
Oh, that was pretty good. Let's see what you've got, Sam, because that was quite good.
I don't know if I'm going to beat that, but this is basically, these are my 3 favourite bands. So this is why I picked these. So on drums, I'm going a bit out there. Dave Grohl.
I was going to say Dave Grohl.
Yes.
He's an all-rounder.
Sam, you're up there. You're up there now. You're up there.
Next, on bass, I've got Mike Kerr from Royal Blood.
Nice.
I don't know that well, yeah.
Okay, and then on vocals and lead guitar, I've got Simon Neil from Biffy Clyro.
Oh, Biffy Clyro, what a band.
My favourite band. Love them. So,
that's a tough one.
So now you've got to tell us who's won out of me and Matt, because that's really important.
There's 3 of us as well, so one of you guys is going to win. We can't even do one Matt, one Sam.
I think
the drums, but then
I'll go for Matt because I agree.
Matt's got a solid 3 there.
Fair enough.
Oh, I don't know.
You know he's not going to let me live that down.
No.
He's been about that all week.
All week, all year, mate, all year. That's it.
Yeah.
You're done.
I think Max takes the edge just a little bit, just because he has 3 solid. Yeah, but I do like Dave Grohl. That was a game changer. To be fair.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Well, so we're sort of coming to the end now. But thank you for coming on our podcast. It's been amazing having you girls, and we wish you all the success in the future. To play us out, we're actually going to play some of your singles Saturday night. So if you girls want to introduce it.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say first of all, it's available on Spotify, Deezer, Apple Music, and iTunes. And it's just in case. But yeah, so this is Saturday Night by the Flixx.